Hey guys, so just checking out the news and all the stuff that's going. And man, is shit ever hitting the fan. Let me check this out. Yeah, so the Capitol, somebody drove through and two officers got hurt. Hey, Lori, how you doing? Wizard, how you doing? So yeah, so I was just getting those emails in, and got a dog running around. So I don't know if you guys heard or whatever, but there was a car that drove through one of the barricades at the Capitol and ran over two officers. So two of them are hurt. I'm just gonna see if I can pull up the other feed here. So I could do this. Let me see. Stop. Let's see right here. Of course, nothing I'm doing today can work. It's the law. Alright, so let me see here if I could do this. Okay, so if I go to, let me see here, if I turn sideways, does it go sideways? No, it just goes up and down. So this is a live feed right now.
What's interesting to me right now is the shots that we're seeing are with all these officers in their tactical gear. They're actually there with shields, which is usually something you would see in a riot control situation. I haven't seen the surrounding area yet to know if there's any protests that are developing, as we see very frequently in today's day and age with officer-involved shootings, but they're there to prevent anyone else from getting onto the Capitol grounds and to resist intrusion.
Yeah, and Darren, can you also just explain as well, that when we see stuff like this is not like the movies or TV. When something like this happens, it happens super fast, and law enforcement has to act so rapidly.
Yeah, sometimes these decisions as to whether or not to use deadly force involved in milliseconds. The officer presented with a threat, and even a knife. People don't realize how quickly a person can mount an attack with an edged weapon. It used to be
that's it. We got to ban all knives.
That they thought that if a
person get rid of all the knives,
advanced within 21 feet with an edged weapon, the officer would not be able to respond quick enough to protect himself or herself against that attack. In recent years, they've actually expanded that out to about 33 feet. So anyone who
isn't that crazy?
Gets within that distance, that 33 feet distance with an edged weapon is considered a threat, and deadly force would be used. But again, yes, those decisions are made very, very quickly. And then the follow-on is the investigation that comes through. And as we've seen over the last 2 years, an increasing number of prosecutions of police officers for their use of deadly force in on-duty situations. So there's a lot of stuff that goes on here as these officers are making these decisions.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those of you just joining us here on News Now from Fox, I'm your host, Mike Page, covering this breaking news event at the Capitol Hill. And unfortunately, we're talking once again about an incident happening at Capitol Hill. This time it is talking about, well, a car slamming into a barricade and then that suspect coming out with a knife. We are talking right now to a law enforcement expert, breaking it all down for us. Darren Wyatt is with us. And Darren, can you also just talk about
it's clearly a Trump
January
supporter.
6th? I mean, security was at an all-time high at the Capitol, and is that why we are seeing National Guard just come so fast to the Capitol?
Everybody, no toilet papers.
Absolutely.
Nobody's allowed any toilet paper in fear that you might eat it. No sharp, shiny objects.
Information
and
federal law enforcement officials.
fuck it, full lockdown. Nobody gets to go nowhere.
Rumors of ongoing threats of attacks against the Capitol from extremist groups, etc. So they've maintained this constant state of readiness. Not only with
Then there
the
was a
Capitol
shooting
Police,
at
but with the
105.
National Guard and with the Metropolitan Police Department in D.C. as well.
It's crazy.
And what are going to be the next moments here? Obviously, there are going to be, I mean, there's so many cameras now in D.C. Do you think like law
Barricades'
enforcement
lives
is
matter.
already looking at those cameras and seeing what they could see as it was happening?
Isn't this crazy? It's crazy.
Absolutely. That'll be part of the investigation. Just what the suspect did, but the officer's reactions to that. That video evidence will be key in piecing together exactly what happened and determining what criminal charges might be filed against the suspect, and as well as the justification of the officers for using deadly force.
And if that suspect had an ID on him, could they already be looking at the name, social media accounts for this person to make see if there was any
for sure
threats
you're gonna
that were
look at the
made,
media
or
accounts.
if they were working with an organization or something, or can they already be looking at the name there of that suspect?
Yeah. Listen, he's
Potentially,
clearly a
absolutely.
white
I think that there's more than just
supremacist
if he had ID on him,
that was trying to gain access to the Capitol because
we have technology in law
Trump
enforcement
told him
today
to.
where they can actually take a thumbprint at the scene.
I'm joking.
before he's
I'm
even transported
joking.
to the hospital, or again when he gets to the hospital.
I have no idea who the fuck
to
it was.
Run that through the fingerprint identification system.
And two officers were
AFIS,
hurt.
The automated fingerprint identification system, to see if that suspect has any.
Of course, the
number one,
suspect
to
is
identify
dead.
him, and also see if there's any prior criminal
So it's not
conduct,
like we could question him.
ties to extremist groups.
So we're gonna have to resort to
Kind of
investigating his
watch
social media
lists, et
accounts
cetera. So
to get the
investigation
information
will unfold
and the
very
truth.
rapidly in its beginning stages, but it will take a while to get through everything and to come to a complete and thorough investigation at the end.
And as you can see from this live shot, everybody, that we are seeing, you're seeing one of the barricades there that are set up. This wasn't the barricade that was involved here, but you could see clearly it has those three signs there: stop, stop, stop. This person, this was no accident, clearly had some sort of agenda and coming out with a knife.
Yeah, he was trying to deliver pizza.
When they come out with a knife like this, they know that the officers around there have guns. Could this have been a situation where this suspect wanted a suicide by police officer?
It certainly could be.
They're talking as if it was
too
one
early to tell
suspect.
at this point. Unfortunately, we're seeing an increasing number of people
Suspect
suffering from
dead.
mental illness. Sometimes
Suspect
drug
dead on
addiction is
arrival.
involved as well. Sometimes it's a
Held for
combination of,
questioning.
substance abuse as well as mental health issues. I would have said that had he not
being held for
accidentally
questioning.
knife,
Doesn't need to be
there
alive,
could have been
though.
a question as to whether or not this was an accident or an intentional event.
Listen,
However, when a suspect
because they killed him,
it's
gotta be a black man. Because if it was a white guy, they would have kept him alive, right? Look at the shooting.
To happen the way he planned it.
And right now we are learning that the FBI DC field office is now assisting with the response there, and that is obviously very, very common here, as it was on federal grounds right there. How fast? Darren,
Yeah,
can you
AOG
explain there
went on a
when the FBI gets involved?
he's a
there,
little
obviously
far.
they
It'd
have
take him more
so
than a
many
day to get there.
resources there. Just talk about the resources that are at hand as the DC field office there is assisting now.
Yeah, well, probably the primary reason the FBI is involved is because the location and the incident did occur on federal grounds. But
I don't know.
the
I don't know
FBI
if the
has virtually
CPC.
unlimited resources.
I don't know if CPC is worse than you guys over in the States.
These types of investigations,
but I think CPC is probably a little better.
Laboratories in the nation, as far as examining forensic evidence.
Yeah, I don't know if the CPC is better than the United States right now to live in, especially with kids and family.
Or something,
I don't know. CPC is looking pretty good.
Would have had their hostage rescue team, the HRT team, that would have gone to respond to try and
please hit that thumbs up button, as it requires nothing but a click.
In the investigation, I would venture to guess that they will probably be coordinating with Metro PD from Washington D.C. as well if there were events that occurred in the surrounding area that weren't actually on the Capitol grounds, and the two agencies will be working together. They could as well. Something we haven't talked about
CPC's
yet
looking good
is,
now.
have they actually cleared the vehicle? And
If you don't know what
determined that there's no
CPC
type
is,
of, improvised explosive device,
it's the Communist Party of
if they
Canada.
haven't made that determination, you would probably see some form of explosive ordnance detection teams respond as well, possibly even the ATF. So you have that whole federal alphabet soup of law enforcement agencies that could be involved beyond just the FBI.
Yeah, that's so interesting because when we were looking at that vehicle, the trunk was open, and how fast are law enforcement going through that car, and how did they know that, like, if they opened the trunk, that there wouldn't have been a bomb in there or something?
Yeah, how'd they not know?
Yeah, it's a calculated risk. As far as the passenger
Calculated risk.
would clear that immediately. As soon
Someone
as the
just stormed the
suspect,
Capitol with a
was
vehicle,
in,
ran over two cops.
Custody, and,
I think it's safe to open the trunk.
Handcuffs on and no longer
I'll take that
posing a
risk.
threat. And even while that would be happening, other officers would be maintaining control of the vehicle with their firearms, watching it, and ensuring that no other threat would appear from the vehicle.
Yeah,
Once the
because
suspect is
definitely
handcuffed,
100%, if there was a bomb, you could just shoot it away.
approach to that vehicle tactically to clear it and make sure that there wasn't somebody in the vehicle, or maybe even a potential victim who somewhere in the vehicle. That's most likely the reason they opened the trunk quickly is to make sure that that wasn't the case, to ensure the safety of anybody who might have been there. But there is that calculated risk of nice, or if there's, if the crashing into the barricade is just a precursor to draw people. Sometimes we see that where they'll commit a crime that will actually draw law enforcement to the scene unsuspectingly.
I hit the road, I hit it hard.
Will detonate, causing injuries and sometimes death to the officers who've responded.
And is this in some sort of cases when we think about, okay, why would the suspect, knowing that the barricade was right there, want to slam into that? But is it something where they wanted to try to get as close as possible? Obviously, if they do anything close to the Capitol, it'll be all over the news, and that's exactly what is happening right now. All networks are on this, but
because you got to finally get off your fucking ass to do some real reporting.
The actual building. So were they just trying to be in somewhere in the vicinity of this building?
It's funny, eh? Black Lives Matter protests can go on
because we don't know
nonstop.
The suspect yet. We don't know.
They're burning at the streets with skids.
Mental health. His use
nothing happens. But there's an attack on the Capitol.
Be speculation at this point.
Let's get all of them out there.
I would venture to guess that with him getting out of the vehicle with the knife like that, as you said earlier, Mike, it was most likely a suicide by cop situation. And if that's what his intent was, he got close as he could to the officers to.
All right, this is Darren Wyatt there, law enforcement expert. Thank you so much for your insight and really giving us the context of what we are seeing, what is going to be happening in the coming hours.
What do you have to do to get that job?
Right now with law enforcement as they continue their investigations. So Darren Wyatt, law enforcement expert, thank you so much.
Law
We
enforcement
truly
expert.
appreciate it right here on News Now from Fox. Always worldwide here for you when there is.
You're tuning in
breaking
with
news. We got
Watch
you
with
covered
Wayne,
right here
stream
on News Now
expert.
from Fox, live, raw, and unfiltered as we're giving you the feeds. We're trying to get you the sound bites as they're happening in real time. So many moving parts when it comes
Stream
to breaking
expert
news,
here,
and we're
don't
trying
worry.
our best to really give you these images as they are happening right now. Let's just show you. We got a little bit of Fox News' Jackie Heinrich reporting from just a little bit ago. Let's show you what she had to say.
What was going on, yelled at us that we needed to get back inside. We had a view that was outdoors directly of this, and we've pushed back in and shut the doors to follow their instruction. We just saw a few moments ago National Guardsmen round the corner with shields and weapons.
Good thing there was all those
right
National
where they
Armed
were
Guards
headed
there.
at that point. But one interesting thing that I'm now taking as significant this morning, I usually enter this building through a door right below where I'm standing. I've entered that door every day I've come to work since I started working here on the Hill, and this morning it was blocked by National Guardsmen who told me I needed to walk down to a different building to enter the Capitol. It might not be related at all, but the fact that this happened here right at the door that faces this intersection stands out to me now as when we're watching all this unfold. Of course, you can still see a significant security presence. You can still see that vehicle rammed into the barrier. The trunk is open, the door is open, and we are awaiting the status of the people who
Yes,
have been
I
taken
do.
away. I haven't heard another
Travel, drop your
helicopter
link
at
for
least
the new
15
video.
minutes or so, but this is still a very active scene, Sandra.
Drop your link for the new video.
And that was Jackie Heinrich reporting there a
Jackie
little
Heinrich.
bit ago, talking about what she was seeing from her vantage point. Here's another shot that we have available to us. This
Jerry,
is live
this is
here. Once
live
again,
as it
investigation
is.
still ongoing at this moment. National Guard deployed around the U.S. Capitol. We saw them coming in real time just moments ago.
Yeah, in
as
real
well. The
time,
trunk is
National
open
Guard
of
just
this
happened to
car.
be-
They have,
you know,
certainly taken
This
a
is
look
this
at it
is
to
pretty
make sure
ignorant for this
that,
guy to
nothing
wake
else
up the
was
National Guard and
inside
get them out of their
of that
friggin',
vehicle here.
you know,
Two
their
officers have
underground
been
parking.
hurt. The suspect came out with a knife, and then that suspect was shot by an officer there. Officials are telling Fox News right there that
So the person
driver
last
may have
night
been
that said,
quote,
"Oh, well,
lone
do you
wolf
see something happening?"
attack. We
Hey,
could have
look
seen
at
a possible lone wolf
attack on the
that is coming
Capitol with
from
a
Fox News
knife.
sources right now. We are also seeing some other
Ban
reports.
knives.
We're waiting for
Get
Fox
rid of them.
News to bring that down. Once that happens, we'll bring
Travel
it to
tour.
you
There's her
right
link,
here
guys. Hit the
on
link.
News Now from Fox. See another shot available here to us as we got a lot of them right here during this breaking news alert happening in real
Subject
time.
just died.
Boy, oh boy, you just
He
don't know
died for
what's going to happen
questioning.
in the next couple of moments, hours. That's why we always invite you to continue to watch with us here in real time. Thanks again to all
We
our
continue
viewers
to
from around
encourage
the
you to
country
watch with
and
Wayne
around the world, taking
right now.
part
Wayne
in
Live.
this right now.
You're a professional streamer.
Since we are in breaking news mode here, we have skipped our commercial portions here. We'll get back to those
Yeah,
a little
fuck
bit
the
later. But we are
commercials.
going wall-to-wall coverage right
Wall-
now.
balls
And,
to the
we are
wall
taking
coverage
those
on this
commercials
one.
outside of the break platform.
Hey,
We're
Gordon,
throwing them
how you
out
doing?
and keeping it live right here for you, so you're not going to miss a
Gordon,
moment.
you're a
You're not going to
professional
miss
streamer
an
right here.
interview
You heard
once
it
those
first.
get going as well.
We're going balls to the wall today, guys. Wall to wall,
Officials
no
are also
commercials.
telling Fox News that the driver not connected to a larger threat. Again, officials are telling Fox News that the driver not connected to a larger threat there. So
Wow, they found all this out in a matter
that's
of
a good,
what?
at
An
least
hour?
sign for the unfortunate
But they can't find
incident that
kids going
happened
missing
here
every single day.
as This suspect wanted to do major damage and try to hurt as many people as he could, hurting two officers, coming out with a knife, then getting shot moments later there. Investigation
I could just see
continues
Cortez now.
right now, but we can
I heard the boom
at
and the
least say
banging
for the
and the
moment
flashing
right
of the
now
shiny
at the
knife.
Capitol that it
I was
is very
scared.
much protected. You got
All I heard
National
was,
Guard members
"Get
that were
back."
rolling in there.
Get back!
But just moments ago, officials telling Fox News that the driver not connected to a larger threat there. Let's show you this other image that we are getting here for you.
Full of shit.
There you see the barricades. Obviously, the checkpoint is right there.
Oh yeah,
That
obviously.
suspect
Time to lock
did
that
not
motherfucker
care.
down tighter and
Decided to slam right in there, hurt two
Shit.
officers.
good thing fucking
And
Pelosi
then
had those walls
comes out
up, eh? It's a good
and wants
thing,
to
because
try
that
to
would have been
stab the officers
woo,
as well.
devastating. I could just see her. And this is why we need to have these walls and these fences up, and why we need to continue to keep them up.
Coming off of January 6th, everybody, we've known
It's
that
real
the
funny, eh? Because these
Capitol
walls
has
were supposed,
been
those fences
really,
were supposed to come
protected.
down. I don't think they're
It's been
coming down
almost at
now.
times a
They're staying right the fuck where they
fortress-like
are.
setting, and this really just proves that
Proves what?
there are still active threats out there.
There it is. There it is.
In the coming days, in the coming really hours, we'll learn a little bit more.
Yeah,
about the
fuck,
suspect.
hey. Buddy doesn't know what to
But-
say. He's just like, wow, I'm supposed to say what?
Just unfortunate that
There's still threats?
sort of life
guy
that
with a
we
knife?
are all living right now, that any second there could be just a total mayhem, a lunatic coming out and wanting to hurt others, including law enforcement.
Just craziness. How can this stand?
So we have different
You Americans
shots
with your
available here
knives.
to us that we keep on bringing to your attention.
You're reckless.
Congress was out this week. They were having their spring week
CPC
off.
doesn't seem too bad now
Moving into the
with our
Easter
quarantine
weekend.
facilities and stuff. If anybody doesn't know what
So that
CPC
why
is,
we
it's
don't hear a
Canadian,
lot from
or it's the Communist Party of
congressional members because they
Canada.
are inside now. If that was happening and they were inside, they would be told to
Honey
stay
pie.
in their offices.
A
and don't
huge
come out because we just don't know what else could
breach
happen,
at the Capitol.
Especially
A guy
since coming
drove
off January 6th,
his
that is
vehicle
really
through the
fresh
checkpoint.
in all of their minds. But they were away from the Capitol today, both the Senate and House. So there was no members inside of that Capitol.
Who or what is Restream Bot?
And this is the shot here.
It's
see
the
that car, you
software,
see
one of the
investigators
softwares I use
continuing
whenever I'm streaming out like this.
to look at it.
So that, because right now I'm streaming
Police tape all around
from my
these Capitol
devices,
grounds.
and what I'm
Several
streaming
blocks
is I'm streaming to
have been closed
Facebook,
off as this
Twitter,
investigation
YouTube,
continues right now.
Twitch,
Officials are telling
and
Fox
DLive.
News
I'm live
the
on
driver
all of
may
those
have
platforms.
been a lone
Now
wolf.
the Restream Bot, what it does is it
Wanted to
takes
try
all those
to
chats
do
and
as
puts
much
it to one.
damage on their own as they
So
could,
like if you look in the chat right
or
now,
try to
you'll
hurt
see
as
that
many
Sky
people
just
as they
said they are
could.
going to
Unfortunately, so,
fortify the Capitol
two
now and
officers
probably blame Trump.
that were
So you see,
that,
Sky is over
that
on
were hurt during
Facebook,
this incident.
right? So I'm broadcasting to all those platforms,
It'll be
and it brings
interesting
in
to see
all
once
of the chats into
investigation,
one.
Continues just how fast they think this driver was going that slammed in.
So I can stream on
to the
all
barricade,
platforms
'cause
at
you can
one
see a
time
lot of
instead of people be
front-end
like,
damage there.
Why you only stream on Facebook or YouTube? YouTube sucks. I want to see you on Facebook.
well, now you can see me
Boy,
on
oh boy.
Facebook.
Can you
Well,
imagine what it
Facebook
must have
sucks.
been
I
like
wanna
for
see
those
you on
officers
DLive.
after they get
See me on
hurt
DLive.
and then seeing that suspect come out with a knife. And as soon as
I'm
Fox News
everywhere.
continues to report,
But
we will
nowhere.
be bringing you those updates in real time right here. We have a lot of shots available to us that we can keep circling. And once we get some more information, we got Jackie Heinrich there from Fox News that we've been showing you. Chad
Jackie
Pergram
Heinrich
continues
maneuver.
to tweet out gems here at this moment as well.
See RH and Sky, you see how they're from two different platforms, but you can see them? It's because of that bot. AI lives matter. Don't you forget it. I'm pretty sure I got the Black Lives Matter protesters right beside me. I'm pretty sure. Would we just lose our Fox News? Fox News is now gone. don't know if I'm still live or not. I don't know if I'm still live or not. Maybe I am. Did the stream drop? Okay, so I guess the stream did drop. I'm getting out of here. Gotta head home. Gotta head home. And then I'll be back on. Okay. Alright, let's do this. So slow down. Slow down, lady. Oh, snap. Yeah, so, okay, so long story short, guy in a little, looks like a little Honda or something, ends up running into the barricades, gets out with a knife, probably didn't qualify for the background check for the gun, so went to the next best thing. Long story short, got his ass shot up, and I'll get some more full details about that later on. Hello. I'll get some more details about that later on, and we'll talk about that. For now, I'm gonna head back to the house. I'm gonna get ready because I want to go and show you guys something that's out of town quickly, and I'm gonna get ready first before I do that. I got ghost town here right now. Summertime. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. That's the plan anyways, guys. That's the plan. So probably end this stream in a couple minutes there, and then come back on very shortly. 24-hour feed still up if you guys want to still talk and mingle and stuff like that. I'm not that much of an asshole. Can't wait to see what comes out of this shit. You can just see the politicians right now. They're like, get me something to speak about. Write up my letter. Do this shit. You watch. We need to ban all cars. No more traffic. It's a non-stop mirage of attacks on the Capitol. Today is the second worst day in history. First was the first attack, now today. I hope the news about the cop losing his life is bullshit. I really do. I hope it's fucking just a bunch of bull. But if it's not, then I blame the government. I blame the government because if those barricades weren't there, there'd be nobody to try to run into them or try to run through them. and they know what the fuck they're doing. They're making people crazy, and they expect that fucking nothing's gonna happen. Bunch of idiots. All right. Yeah, baby. All right, as always, guys, I will be right back. I'm going out to do some 360 video of that area that I want to show you. I'll also go live while I'm out there, so I can do two things at once. Yes, for those that are going to ask, I can multitask. I've done it from time to time. And until then, be good, guys. And if you can't be good, kiss your ass goodbye. All right, what we got here? Well, it's no, it's confirmed, and that's fucking bullshit. That's crazy. Haha, Wayne. Okay, guys. All right, I'm gonna end the stream. Wayne Live. Do you ever use a paddle shifters on your steering wheel? You mean these things? Right here? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I use them. Why would I need to use them? I always follow the rules of the road, and I obey. No reason to power shift through the gears. Facebook Sky says see you in a bit. Yes, I'll see you guys in a bit. And again, I'm going to post the 360 video to this channel because I can and I want to, and I want to share what I'm gonna do with you guys. The 360 camera channel that I have, I'm gonna post it there too, but I'm gonna be posting a lot of stuff to this channel. I'm gonna focus on this channel and the nightly show. So at least tell one person tonight to come and join us tonight for the Watch with Wayne. All right, guys, go check out Travel Tour Tastes, their new video, and I will see you guys very shortly. I love you. Be good, guys. If you can't be good at it, and I'll see you very, very shortly. Bye.